Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in through friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could join us as well. This is part of a News You Can Use segment here at WYAD, and today we're talking about how you can be able to take some simple ways to stay active. A walk is not just good for your body. It's been shown to be good for your soul as well. It's one of the easiest ways to reduce stress and to boost your mood at no cost to you, which we all know that free is a very good thing. But unfortunately, recent reports show that walking rates are declining steadily in the United States, and it's a troubling trend that can negatively impact not only our physical health, but also our mental health as well. It's because of that the American Heart Association has been really championing physical activity in communities across the country, and one of the ways they've done that is through something that's recognized on April the 3rd. It's National Walking Day. Here to talk to us more about that and the benefits of walking, we're excited to welcome back Dr. Monik Jimenez to our broadcast today. Dr. Jimenez is a volunteer medical expert for the American Heart Association as well. Dr. Jimenez, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So this is an important topic, and it's something that all of us can be involved in, Dr. Jimenez. So that's why I'm glad to be able to talk to you about this. What are some of the benefits you could share with our audience of physical activity like walking?
Well, getting the recommended amount of physical activity, that the recommendations are 150 minutes of moderate physical activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity, and it can certainly be a combination of these, is linked to a lower risk of overall disease. We know that this improves muscle and bone function, it improves our mental health, your cognitive function, your brain health, and it also lowers risk of depression.
Those are all good things. So our audience may be wondering, so many of us are busy, especially for those of us who may work in offices or studios like myself. What are some ways to incorporate walking into our day?
Well, we need to be creative first and also think about ways that it's going to actually fit into your schedule. So, for example, you bring up working remote or having a very sedentary work style. We know that actually 1 in 4 adults in the United States are sedentary, so they're sitting for more than 8 hours a day. So we can think about little ways to incorporate movement. So, for example, if you're working remote, is there a way for you to take maybe a meeting while you're walking? Or maybe set up a time with your coworkers, family, or your friends to get outside and take a walk together. And then if you have an animal like a dog, then this is a win-win situation for both of you because you both benefit.
I love that. That's a really great tip. Now, I mentioned, of course, the American Heart Association created National Walking Day. Talk to us more about that, Dr. Jimenez, and what the goal is.
Sure. So the National Walking Day, which is celebrated the first Wednesday of April, this year it's April 3rd, it was established by the American Heart Association really to encourage and support people to have more movement throughout their day. And the American Heart Association has been working for decades to promote public policies that help support communities to be safer and more livable and more conducive for physical activity. And in fact, this year, we are celebrating National Walking Day in celebration of the American Heart Association's 100th year.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm definitely making plans to be able to make sure that I'm being a part of it, inviting my family and friends to be able to join us as well. It's such an important thing, and as we've been talking about here, Dr. Jimenez, it's not only good, of course, for our bodies, but also good for our mental health as well. Again, everyone, Dr. Monik Jimenez has been our guest. She's a volunteer medical expert for the American Heart Association, talking with us about the importance of physical activity like walking, but also, of course, what the American Heart Association is doing to encourage that. Dr. Jimenez, where can our audience go for more information?
Please visit heart.org/move more. Thank you.
All right, and we'll make sure that we link that up for our audience. Thank you again, Dr. Jimenez, for all the great work you're doing. As I mentioned to you before we went live here, you've been coming on the show, sharing some valuable information with us over the years, and looking forward to our next chat together.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and enjoy your walk.
You as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. You as well. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our Music and News segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.